was a terrifying time for his family. It was just over 1 year ago that Kendrick Moore was hospitalized, his body shutting down. His doctors were stumped then, and while he's feeling better now, he's still not in the clear just yet.
I'm down for a game horse.
Shooting hoops outside his Niles home with his brother and friend, Kendrick Moore may seem like any 8-year-old boy. But his mom, Samantha Geer, said not every day is a slam dunk.
There'll be days where he can be outside and everything's normal. And he's playing with his friends and they'll be outside for 20 minutes and he comes inside and I'm tired. I just want to rest.
Let's play in the back.
She believes it's one of the side effects still lingering as a result of COVID-19.
He never was sick until he was so sick. He was almost dead.
Last March, then 7-year-old Kendrick spent 12 days in the pediatric intensive care unit at Lutheran General Hospital.
It was just scary not knowing. We didn't know from day to day if it was going to be, how was he going to feel. We watched him like a hawk.
Kendrick's mom said he experienced heart failure, pneumonia, his blood pressure dropped rapidly, and doctors found inflammation throughout his body. Since it was so early in the pandemic, Kendrick's doctors were at a loss for what was happening. Now, doctors like Kendrick's immunologist, Dr. Juanita Mora, know that he had multi-inflammatory syndrome in children, or MIS-C, which can appear up to a month after catching COVID-19.
We can say, wow, he was truly one of the first cases in the whole United States of multi-inflammatory syndrome, which is such a rare complication of COVID-19 that we have seen in children. And he manifested every single symptom that is part of multi-inflammatory syndrome.
Yeah.
While this third grader is up and running again, it's been a year of ups and downs and plenty of doctor's visits.
But I had to go a lot, including like the end of last year and this year. I had to go to at least about 15 to 20.
Before getting sick, Kendrick was full of energy.
You couldn't keep him home. Last time, I mean, he was out all day to night. We didn't see him till the sun came down.
But since being hospitalized, there have been changes. About 6 months ago, Kendrick developed painful headaches and at times confusion.
One morning I had a headache that it constantly kept coming till they went away like last month or so.
He still will just have days where he's like, I don't feel good. And then we started noticing repeat forgetfulness and what did I come in here for?
Forgetfulness, fatigue, and headaches. Samantha worries they're all long-term side effects of COVID-19.
The long haulers, the same things the adults are seeing, but in an 8-year-old. And that's not fair.
It's children like Kendrick who doctors and specialists will be monitoring closely for years to come.
It's that actual small subset that have had this multi-inflammatory syndrome that we're following closely because we want to make sure that these sequelae completely resolve, that we get that these kids remain safe, especially, and that we prioritize vaccinating before they really go back to school or do any of these activities as well.
Along with other specialists, Kendrick is now seeing a neurologist to try and figure out what's going on so he can hopefully bounce back to 100%.
Yes, finally!
And the Food and Drug Administration is preparing to authorize use of the Pfizer vaccine in kids between the ages of 12 and 15. That could happen by early next week. While Kendrick is still too young, his mom is optimistic about studies which have shown the Pfizer vaccine is at least as effective in the 12 to 15 age group as it is in adults.
Well, glad you could follow his story. Our heart goes out to that little guy.
He's definitely doing much better than a year ago.
He's got a lot of energy.
Yeah, more than a year ago, for sure.
Okay, thank you, Shannon.